Hey guys, what's up? It's Christina from the Bravo Ish Talkers. It has been such a fabulous week. We have so much to talk about. We have a new show, Denise Richard and her Wild Things. I mean, and Jax is finally coming back. Hence why we had the cocaine story last week. But before we get into all of that, this is Bravo Ish Talkers, and we are happy to be back. I'm Christina, your host, your Bravo aficionado who never takes the TV off Bravo.
I am Ramona, the Bravo historian and encyclopedia. I keep these Bravo stars accountable.
And I'm Tiana, the lover of all things Black Bravo.
But without further ado, we are going to get into the ish of the week. Ramona, what you got?
Yes, my favorite segment. Okay, so I think the biggest story that came out, well, it's a lot of really big ones this week, but to me, one of the biggest that came out this week is, all right, Sunday night, Tamra Judge from the OC, and we all know that OC is in the middle of filming their season. They're currently on a cash trip in New Orleans. Tamra Judge posted, when life gets real, this reality stuff just doesn't make sense, like the peace sign emoji, and I'm out. So she has declared that she quit the show. Cut to, a couple days later, it looks like maybe she's walking it back, but it was like super vague, like no explanation as to why she's out, what's going on. There's rumors that it's because she got into a shouting match with Gretchen, but then some people say it's, she's dealing with a lot because her best friend Teddy has what's going on with her health. We covered it last week on Ish of the Week. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, is this real? Are we really going to do this? And I'm just like, why are we doing the antics? So I think it's like, okay, this is on par for her. This is just it. And then to say this reality shit, it's like, bitch, didn't this reality shit help you buy 2 homes?
Yes.
Bitch. I'm just like, and then some.
Well.
This is what you do. And this is what your podcast is based on, covering more reality stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Didn't it give you the notoriety to be able to even have a CBD or cannabis line in order? You know what I mean? So it's like,
yes.
Shut up. So, yeah. What about you, Tiana?
Think maybe it's the autism.
Okay. Girl. Oh, that's right. I forgot she came out with it.
Girl, I forgot she was on the spectrum. So maybe we could give her a little grace, but not really. So one of my biggest pet peeves about celebrities, just people in general, one of my biggest things is say it or don't say it.
Yeah.
The vague, and I know people personally who do these stupid posts on whether it's Facebook, Instagram, like, oh, sometimes life is too hard. And like, what does that mean? Like, what, are you suicidal? Like, did something happen to you? Like, do you need help? Do you need me to come through? What's happening? I hate that. Where you just, I don't know. But I think it's so annoying. And like, you owe us more than that. Like, are you quitting? Number one, clarify. If you are, you owe it to the viewers to say what's happening. But to just put these little stupid posts out and then not clarify what's going on, I think is irresponsible. Then to expect all of us to like come up with explanations and why are we playing cleanup? I think it's irresponsible.
Yeah.
Are you leaving? Are you not? If you're leaving, why? You owe us that much.
We ain't going nowhere.
But I feel like also too, like maybe the OC needed a little, or she felt like it needed a little something, a little oomph, a little, whatever.
Yeah. This ain't it. Sorry. That's annoying. It's annoying. What's going on?
We did have this same, what we're calling a tactic or an antic, we do the quotes here. Mm-hmm. Jax came out with his cocaine habit. And then 2 days later, the actual date for the Valley dropping on, let's say April 15th. It's been dropped.
Brilliant PR.
Yes. But I'm just like, at the same time, it's just too like at what cost, right? And then Sandoval was on Watch What Happens Live. And then Andy asked him straight out, did you know? And then, at that point, it's like, you want to distance yourself because then what's the first thing you think? Oh, were you doing it too? Were you an accomplice? Are you, you know? And then he's like, well, I did know. But we're glad that he's sober. not trying to take anything away from anybody. He is 86 days sober, 83 days. He's in the 8. It's an 8 in front of it.
Sobriety is hard.
Yeah, so what we're talking is almost 3 months because it wasn't a 9. So it's almost 3 months. So with that also being said, it's like he's been getting dragged online. I don't know if you've seen that. With the pictures they're saying, was it? Because I always thought it was roids. I told you this, Tiana. I always thought it was illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the point is, we all knew it was something.
Yes, and they're showing like his eyes bulging out of his head. I'm like, well,
I know
that meme and that picture is just, he'll never live it down.
No. So, you know what? Congratulations, Jax. We're happy you're getting sober.
Okay. Also, in cash shakeup news, Mia has announced not permanently leaving, but she's hitting the pause button for now.
She's hitting the pause, or they?
Can I hit the eject button? That's the button I want to hit. Eject.
Yes, eject to like the Love and Hip Hop. But I also saw that maybe not her, but under her comments they were saying Atlanta looks good. Atlanta just started. She has her eyes on Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was a tweet of hers, actually.
She said something.
She said something. Mm-hmm.
So what do we think? Because Atlanta did premiere this week.
Atlanta's not picking up the phone and calling you. You would be lucky for the Potomac producers to reach out. And maybe you can. I don't even think she's getting a call from the traders. Like,
okay,
I don't even know.
First and foremost, no one wants to see that. Nobody wants to see.
Agreed. But I'm just saying, like, girl, your phone is not like if your phone is ringing, it's somebody over at Zeus or Love and Hip Hop or something like not Love and Hip Hop. What's the one on OWN? The Love and Marriage or something like that. Like, girl,
you were right the first time.
But bravo, you probably reached the end of those phone calls, girl.
Yeah. She's gearing up for her Looking for Love television show on Zeus Network.
Atlanta's not, she's not, to me, like, Atlanta's not calling. I don't know about you guys. I'm like, girl, please. Atlanta don't want you.
Honestly, Atlanta might call. I only say that because I don't really know what's going on with the casting. Like, some of these ladies look just like her. I'll leave it there.
Okay, we're gonna get into Atlanta, so we're not gonna talk about it right.
We'll get into that in a bit.
We definitely will. But there was something else that I wanted to bring up about Miss. Oh, it has also come out. I don't know if you guys saw it online, and she's getting dragged because some old footage has appeared of her 27. Yeah,
I saw the clip.
Yeah.
I was affronted for her bridesmaids. I was like, oh no.
And Jacqueline was nowhere to be found.
So obviously she wasn't that much of a ride or die.
Yeah.
But what you will not do is big back shame me on television. I could not believe what I saw. I was like, who signs up for this? What friend goes on TV for this? No. We're not doing that. Girl, I know how much weight I gained. I don't need you doing that.
Oh my God. Okay, Miss Ramona. One more. Make it good. Make it juicy.
All right, let's make it really juicy. All right, so Wes, I feel like this man is constantly, Wes from Summer House, this man is constantly putting his foot into his mouth whenever he speaks to the press. Like, he just should not speak to the press because he's always pissing off somebody. Mm-hmm. Although I kind of agree with him on this.
I think everyone, all of the Summer House audience agrees with him on this because
we all assumed, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he basically was interviewed recently and said that he assumed that Lindsay will not be coming back this summer because obviously she just had a whole baby. And no one has ever been on that show that has a child. Like, normally it's a footloose and fancy free kind of a cast. Well, honey, Lindsay was like, why are you assuming that? It's work. Why would I not show up for work?
It was like, and then she was like challenging him online. Like, oh, I will have a fight with you, or we could have an online war, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but did you take this to the audience? Because the audience is thinking the same thing. Like me watching the show now, I'm just like, there's no place for you here, even pregnant.
I'm annoyed at the pregnancy coverage.
Yeah.
And so definitely, I do not want to see if I see a pack and play, a little mock crib, if I see a high chair being pulled up to the Friday night dinner, I'm going to lose my mind.
Not only that, like, what are you going to do? Like, okay, so we already saw that she went home, like, the first party. It was the 4th of July party. She's like, well, I'm going home.
As she should.
Yeah, so it's just like, so when there's a rager downstairs, are you upstairs breastfeeding? Are you upstairs? And when someone's just, what's his name? Emerald. When Emerald has his 2 hookups in the door next to you and you're breastfeeding, like, what are we doing right now? Like,
or maybe when they're giving out shots, she's giving out shots of her breast milk.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm with Wes. And Wes is, to your point, Ramona, Wes is really hard to agree with.
I hate to be with Wes.
Like, it's just like, no one wants to say, yeah, Wes is right? At all. It's almost like with like Paige and Craig. Like, everyone knows I was very team Craig, but then after that, Paige has been on her grind. She did the Vanity Fair party. It's like, oh, okay, bitch, we see you.
Unfortunately, we sure do.
Okay, and we salute. Okay, 2/3 of us salute you because we see you.
I love to see it.
Yeah, we see you on the grind, and then it's like I feel bad. Like, okay, well, I still kind of can't, hate her anymore for what happened with her and Craig. But it's like, oh, it's a heartstring puller for sure. All righty. Thank you so much, Miss Ramona, regarding the issue. It was good. It was good this week.
It was a lot. Even more stuff we couldn't get into today. Bravo's been coming with the gossip this week.
I don't speak boy shit.